There's a surprisingly simple way to significantly boost the output of nearly every solar panel setup. Whether you're using rooftop systems, small home installations, or balcony solar kits, this method can increase performance, especially during low light conditions like mornings, evenings, or overcast winter days. It acts like a signal amplifier, but for sunlight. When used correctly, it can generate up to €200 worth of extra electricity per year, all while staying 100% legal, and that's without changing or upgrading your solar hardware. How? Through a trick that takes advantage of a loophole in current regulations, especially relevant for small-scale plug-in solar systems. According to German law, the legal power limit for plug-in solar devices is based on the nominal rated capacity of the panels, not the actual energy produced. That means you can increase real output by enhancing sunlight exposure without violating regulations. This opens the door for clever tweaks that don't alter the rated power of your setup. Let's explore how this works in practice, and how you can safely and legally use reflective surfaces to boost energy production. Solar panels generate electricity via the photovoltaic effect, where sunlight is converted into electric energy by the solar cells. The output depends on three main factors: incoming radiation intensity, efficiency of the solar cell, and losses, mostly due to temperature and angle of sunlight. Most people know that more sunlight means more electricity, but here's what many overlook: the angle of sunlight dramatically affects performance. This is governed by the cosine law of irradiance. If sunlight hits the panel at a perfect 90-degree angle, all of it is absorbed. But as the sun moves and the angle becomes steeper, the effective surface exposed to light decreases. At 45 degrees, for example, only about 70% of the sun's energy actually hits the panel surface. This means a solar panel tilted at 45 degrees behaves like a smaller one from the sun's perspective. At a 90-degree angle, when light hits from the side, the effective area becomes nearly zero, drastically reducing output. Diffuse light still helps, but it's far weaker. But what if you could redirect additional light toward the panel, especially when the sun isn't directly overhead? That's where reflective foil comes in. By placing mirrored surfaces, white panels, or even water features near your solar modules, you can increase the total incident light hitting the cells. This doesn't change the module's rated wattage, but increases the real-world power output, especially under weak lighting conditions. A module rated at 500 watts under lab conditions might produce far more in practice when exposed to both direct and reflected light. And here's the best part: this is entirely legal. You're not modifying the module or exceeding rated specs, you're just giving it more light. Let's talk results. Painting the surrounding surface white can significantly improve performance. Studies show that bifacial panels, which absorb light on both sides, can gain up to 30% more energy this way. Even standard panels can see a 5% boost. A pond or water surface near wall-mounted panels can reflect sunlight back onto them, yielding an additional 10 to 30% gain. And when using reflective foil, the performance increase becomes even more dramatic, especially in cloudy weather or low winter sun. In fact, boosting weak light performance often leads to greater annual gains than increasing peak power. Instead of adding 50 watts at noon, you could be doubling the output during rainy or snowy mornings. If you're using a balcony solar setup, you might wonder, can I even use the extra energy? Until recently, small plug-in systems had big limitations: no demand-based output. You couldn't time energy production with when you needed it. Output was capped at 800 watts. Even if your panels produced more, that energy was wasted. That's why the real benefit of boosting output depends on what you do with the extra power. Newer tech is helping bridge this gap, allowing plug-in systems to become smarter, store more, and distribute electricity more efficiently. Let's look at how reflective foil works in more detail. While bifacial panels benefit the most, since they can harvest light from both sides, even traditional panels see improvement if the foil is positioned well. White surfaces, mirrors, or aluminum sheets can be installed beneath vertical panels, along walls if the modules are flat-mounted, or even surrounding ground-mounted panels to create a funnel-like effect. Research and field tests show that vertical setups with properly angled foil can see a 30 to 50% increase in performance. Regular panels can also benefit, especially in low-angle sunlight. Just remember, the bigger the reflector, the greater the light boost. The math is simple: more surface, more light, more electricity. If you're using bifacial panels, both vertical and ground-mounted configurations work well with reflectors. But for monofacial panels, correct placement is key. Horizontal panels need vertical reflectors. Vertical panels need horizontal reflectors. Angled panels are trickier. You'll need to carefully measure the sun's path and position reflectors accordingly. Even simple white paint can help in tight spaces, especially on balconies. Increasing the albedo or reflectivity of the surrounding area boosts light exposure and overall output. For rooftop installations or more complex systems, you can even use mirror channels or remote reflectors. In theory, a parabolic dish or shaped reflector could concentrate more sunlight onto your panel. But beware, this introduces new risks. Hotspots. Concentrated sunlight can damage panels or overheat specific cells. Fire hazard. Improper focus can lead to extremely high temperatures, especially with DIY parabolic designs. Sun movement. As the sun moves during the day and across seasons, your reflector's focus point also shifts. What's safe at 10 a.m. might be dangerous by 3 p.m. Double-check any design that uses mirrors or foil in a focused layout. Avoid anything that mimics a solar cooker. Here's the good news. There's no direct law banning mirrors or reflectors for solar panels, but there are indirect legal limits you should know. If your installation causes glare or blinding, your neighbor has the right to file a complaint. You must avoid pointing reflectors toward roads or the sky, where they might distract pilots or drivers. Under traffic safety laws, even temporary glare on roads could count as a hazardous interference with traffic. So always position reflectors in a way that targets only your panels, not other people or areas. Just like with lasers or magnifying lenses, improperly installed reflectors can pose a fire risk. Don't retrofit old satellite dishes with reflective foil unless you're absolutely certain they won't create a focal point. Test reflectors under direct sunlight and monitor the surface temperature of your panels. Again, you're adding light, not trying to cook your system. The upside is huge. Reflective foil is cheap, easy to install, and when used right, can pay for itself in just a few weeks. Materials like mylar or even kitchen-grade aluminum foil are great options. Mount them securely, angled toward your panels, and let the sun do the rest. And while you're improving your solar setup, consider your windows too. There are NASA-developed insulating foils that stick to your windows and cut heat loss by up to 70%. Another DIY way to boost your home's energy efficiency without massive renovation. We often think we need bigger panels, smarter batteries, or complex systems to improve solar performance. But sometimes the simplest tools like reflective foil can offer surprisingly big results. Whether you're using a full rooftop array or a plug-in balcony kit, this approach helps you get more energy from the same sunlight, without breaking any rules. If you're curious how to implement this setup yourself, or want more tips to legally maximize your solar output, check out the next video.